Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing very well. Today is a big day. It is the 2020 US Open Women's Final. We have Naomi Osaka and Victoria Azarenka. And, this week has been incredible for watching tennis. All these matches have been so epic. And, Azarenka's match when she beat Serena in 3 sets, that was amazing to watch. Her energy was incredible. And so, yeah, she's in the final and she's going to be playing, I think, the person that a lot of people think is going to win the whole thing, Naomi Osaka. I had her winning the whole thing if her hamstring was feeling healthy, and so far it does seem like she's moving pretty well. So I think her hamstring's holding up. So hopefully it stays that way. But yeah, this is a little preview of this final match, what I think that each player should be doing in order to win or have their best chances of winning, because both of these players are incredible. So even if you're playing your very best, the other person can still win. So yeah, why don't we start with the underdog, Victoria Azarenka? We can call her the underdog just because she's not seeded, but we know that she definitely has the potential to win this Grand Slam. She's won Grand Slams in the past. She's incredible. She's playing the way she did when she won those Australian Opens. And the biggest thing that I've noticed is that she's honestly playing even better because her mental game is there. She's talked in post-match interviews about how before she really treated it like a job and it was really stressful, and she just didn't have the right mentality when she was on the court. But now she's a lot more free, and she enjoys being on the court, and she's playing for herself. And I think you can really tell when she lost the first set to Serena in the semifinals. I thought that Serena was just going to continue to plow through that match and win like 6-0 in the second. But there was a switch that happened to Azarenka, and she picked up her intensity immediately, and she was like running around, bouncing around, and you could just tell that she wasn't going to give up. And I think that is such a great mentality to have, especially going into the finals. If she can maintain that positive energy where she doesn't give up, that's going to be really hard for Osaka to defeat. So just in terms of mentality, I think Azarenka should just, stay positive and keep working hard. In terms of more strategy, I think that there's two things that Azarenka should do. Number one, she really has to utilize her backhand down the line. As you probably saw if you watched the matches, she has such a great backhand down the line off of returns, off of just in the middle of a rally. She's really good at squaring up and hitting right through, right into the corner down the line. And I think that's a really effective shot because most people don't really like their backhand. So playing against someone who really does like their backhand, likes that backhand down the line, that is dangerous for Osaka. So yeah, that backhand down the line, very effective. Open up the court by hitting angles to the forehand and then having that really nice open space to hit a clean backhand down the line. That'll be very effective for Azarenka. And then the second thing that she was doing remarkably well against Serena and in her other matches before that, like against Mertens, was she was really attacking the second serve. And I always am a big fan of Serena's serve. So when I saw that Azarenka's mentality was to attack her second serve, that was incredible to see. You could see that Serena started feeling so much more pressure in making her first serve, and that actually did lead to some double faults. So I think that's super important for Azarenka to do in the final as well. If she can attack Osaka's second serve, that can put a lot of pressure on Osaka, because I've heard a lot of commentators say how Osaka's really struggling with her service tosses right now. So if there's that added pressure of Azarenka attacking her second serve, that might not bode well for Osaka when she's trying to be consistent with her serves. So that's what I have for Azarenka. If Azarenka can stay mentally strong, she can hit those back and down the lines by opening up the court to hit a winner with them. And if she can attack Osaka's second serve and take time away from her and put pressure on her to make her first serve, I think that that's a recipe for success for Azarenka. So moving on to Osaka, what she can do. So the biggest thing that I think people should notice is that Azarenka and Osaka have literally the same game. Like, they're so similar. They both hit hard, they hit solid, and they don't miss too much. So that's big for Osaka. If she can stay consistent while still hitting hard, she can win this match. And that means probably just going for bigger targets, higher margins over the net, but she can still hit flat. She can still hit hard. And I think that's a really big aspect for her. Another thing is, if Azarenka is attacking her second serve, a big strategy that I give to people who are annoyed with people attacking their second serves is to slice their second serve, because it's very hard to attack a sliced second serve. So maybe if Osaka can throw a few in here and there, that will be really helpful for her. But overall, I really don't want Osaka to change her game. Like, this advice that I'm giving her is what I would do, but for her, she's just so solid that she really doesn't have to change anything. It really comes down to whether Azarenka can use her strategies and if Osaka can defend them and just stay herself. Because if Osaka is staying consistent, if she's hitting hard, if she's going for her shots, if she stays even more mentally strong than Azarenka, I think she's going to win this match. It also, what I've noticed recently with women's tennis is that a lot of them are really starting to be so aggressive, and it's reminding me of a men's game where it's all about breaking serve. So I really think that what this comes down to is Azarenka being able to break Osaka's serve and holding. If Azarenka can do that, she's going to win. And I've already given you the strategies on how I think she can break Osaka. And if Osaka can hold and break Azarenka, then I think Osaka will win. So even though that's kind of a basic mentality for me going into watching this match, I think that that's really what it's going to come down to, is just holding and breaking serve. Because they both have such aggressive games. They don't really use too much variety. They use a little bit, but that's not really their games. So it's really going to come down to consistency and hard work, mental focus, and things like that. But anyways, I think this is going to be a really intense, close match unless one of them loses that mental fortitude that they've had up until the final. But if they both stay mentally strong and Osaka's hamstring stays okay, I think that it's going to be like a 4-4 kind of match, or 3 sets. So I'm super excited to watch. It's at 4 p.m. Eastern time today. So if you're on the West Coast, tune in at 1. And if you're on the East Coast like I am, tune in at 4. It'll be very fun to watch live. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this 2020 US Open Women's Final. I know I will. And tomorrow we have Dominique Thiem playing Sasha Zverev in the men's final. So I'll make sure I do a preview for that match as well, because the level is going to be insane for that match as well. So I've been really happy with the US Open so far, and I just can't wait to finish this tournament off with some great finals. So yeah, stay tuned and enjoy some tennis, and I'll see you guys next time.